Well, this guy's completely bald except for flame hair.
Yeah, it's Seth
We
from
haven't
Street
even
Fighter
started.
Well,
4.
that's right. This is episode 40 of the Webcomic Beacon Presents. Episode damn it.
Episode fuck damn it?
Episode 40 of the Webcomic Beacon Presents first issue.
I'm Marcus.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm screwing up.
That's okay.
And this is Captain Atom.
It's not Dr. Manhattan.
And it's not Seth from Street Fighter 4 either.
Captain Atom. I don't know who the hell this is.
Don't worry about it.
But I keep getting the up and atom.
Up and at them.
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 Yeah, he's a character that Dr. Manhattan was based on. That's the long and the short of it, and nothing more needs to be said.
Yeah. Dr. Manhattan was much more interesting than this, though.
Well, of course, because Alan Moore wrote him, and this is from
Yeah.
the fucking 50s,
So
Yeah.
this cover actually looks kind of cool. The logo could pop a bit more. It fades into the blue in the background a bit, but it's almost as though it kind of has like a colored pencilish kind of feel to
Yeah.
it.
It's very, very Capcom. Like, it's done by a guy, actually, who I think does work for Japanese video games from time to time. Where do we have it
Cover.
here? Yeah, it's Stan Lau, maybe.
Stan-
Artgerm. Yeah, I know Artgerm. Okay, yeah. So he's known for that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I think it's really cool looking cover.
Yeah, it's
really
nice.
good use of color. If you don't know what Captain Atom is, this
Yeah, it gives you a pretty
looks
good
very
idea.
interesting. This is going to stand out from a lot of
It's
the
a
other
bald
stuff.
guy that controls atomic energy.
I was really looking forward to reading that because of that. Yeah, that cover alone. All right.
So we start off with just a little scene in the alley.
Soliloquy about survival.
It's really, a soliloquy about survival with a rat that, and then suddenly,
Captain Atom!
That poor bastard doesn't even have a
Mr.
blue
Manhattan starts blowing up this sort of guy in a suit.
Well, he's not Dr. Manhattan because he doesn't have his penis showing.
wing. Yeah, he's basically a eunuch version of Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, he's
Right.
got Ken doll anatomy.
Right.
But to compensate, he has fire hair.
But
That's
there
true.
is one really cool thing about the art in this. Nothing has outlines, except for Dr. Manhattan here. And
We just
Well,
keep calling him that. Who gives a shit?
it's a cel-shaded look.
It's
sort of.
It's got kind of this chalky quality to it. It's it does have a very interesting art style.
Well, yeah, the guy in blue
colored
here does
pencil
look like
or-
a colored pencil sort of, or a watercolor pencil sort of thing. But like the rest of the art, like everything else has no outlines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about that is it does cause him to pop in every scene he's in, and he does seem to be glowing legitimately based on this choice.
Right. So we get a little bit of him fighting this guy in a suit, and he feels like something's a little bit wrong as the suit just kind of disappears in front of him, and then suddenly his hand starts to disappear
Yep.
in front of him.
That ain't good.
No, not for somebody who controls things at a molecular level with his body.
Not quite so much.
So he heads back to, apparently in Kansas there's a Hadron Collider.
Why not? Everything's in Kansas.
Apparently. We go, it's the Continuum. Somewhere in Kansas. Like, nobody's gonna find where the fuck that is.
Well, it's because Superman's from Kansas, clearly.
it's
Come
like,
on.
yeah, it's somewhere in Kansas. Like, yeah, somebody, you know exactly where that is. You could see that from space. Anyway, we have, Captain Atom goes back to this sort of base where they know about him and whatever. We get a little touch on a couple of characters. Then Professor Hawking here
Yes.
is...
Oh god, yeah. I was like, why is Stephen Hawking here? Come on, like, the guy as a historical figure is so ridiculously iconic.
Yeah.
There's no way you can make an allusion to him, or, well, this character was inspired by... Or, no,
Yeah.
it's fucking Stephen Hawking every time you do it.
Yeah, it's like Evil Hawking.
Right. And then, I don't know, they strap some sort of electronic thing from a record player to his chest.
Pacemaker, piece of shit.
I don't know.
I think that's an old telegraph, actually.
Yeah, maybe that's how he can talk.
Hey, I think my theory is still continuing to work, that it takes place in modern times and the 30s.
Yeah, really. And this does have a sort of classic sort of feel, nuance to it.
There's the mad scientist in his lab, and
Yeah.
everything glows.
It's like, he may not be on the up and up, but he's the only one who can help you!
Yeah, he's basically this guy is reporting back to this
Yeah.
old dude,
His powers
and
don't
as soon as like his powers are screwed up, and he's like, "Well, if you use your powers, you can die."
Yeah, that's about it.
And then, of course, what's going to happen after that? Shit is going to happen after that,
Yeah.
and it's like,
And he
oh,
needs to use his
you need to
powers."
use your powers. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
And
there's
it's like,
yeah.
apparently a volcano is going to erupt in
New
York
York
City.
City.
and a nuclear reactor is going to go off. So
He has to
it
do
seems
everything.
these events kind of seem disjointed for happening. Like I'm gonna assume that somebody's doing this just to fuck with him, because it's like, come on, a volcano in New York, just a nuclear. A reactor going critical.
Because
It's
like, when the fuck does this take place? 'Cause
something is being orchestrated that I'm gathering.
I'm trying to figure out when this takes place, because my ass Superman's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's Superman?
Because
Where's the Green Lantern?
yeah, because I'm saying like
One of them.
like just being someone else's comic isn't enough of a reason that Superman can't show up in Swamp Thing of all fucking places.
Yeah, and-
is that where he was?
Yeah, and Batman doesn't give a shit what comic you're
Batman
from.
doesn't give a fuck. So it's like, okay, so this must have happened right when Superman was talking to not Swamp Thing, because there's no other reason why he's not fucking here helping this dude.
Yeah. So, but anyway, it's like the art is really, really cool.
Yes.
And then, so it's
Spoilers.
He's come, Captain.
Yeah, shit happens.
Captain.
Yeah, shit happens. He has to use his powers.
Well, Captain Manhattan is basically trying
There
to
we
use his powers to stop this volcano, and he's like, "Oh no, what's gonna happen?" And he's like, "Oh, I can't figure it out."
Funny that Captain Manhattan is having problems with the volcano in New York.
Yeah, and then
Captain Atom. honey.
we cut to. There's also this other scene that relates to the beginning of the comic that just doesn't make any sense. It's just not been established. It's not connected enough.
Like, maybe it will eventually.
We're not invested in that happening to be like, oh my god, it's so. No, who is that? But basically, we have. Honestly, they probably could have cut out. They could have cut out.
This fell both spread completely.
Yeah, this 2-page spread that relates to the first page.
Yeah. That's pretty much.
And
all we got
they could
going.
have just cut that out, and it would have been fine to end on the note with basically
Spoiler.
Captain Manhattan is struggling with his powers and trying to save the day.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Overall, very cool art. I like this. Really stands out from
Yeah.
everything else we've read so far.
Yeah, it certainly has a very different quality to it, and there were parts of it where the art was so out there that I had to kind of concentrate on reading panel to panel. But other than that, it portrays the story well. There are some really nice touches, especially when things start to go wrong. In how they portray how he's kind of losing control over
Yeah.
things. It's well done.
Yeah, definitely, and I feel the same way. The art is really good. I enjoyed the story for what was there. I did get kind of thrown by Stephen Hawking showing up. I was like, okay, that's kind of like having Abe Lincoln and then calling him Mr. President and pretending it's not Abe Lincoln. It's like, well, shit. But that's really a minor gripe. I would give it a
Right.
succeeds.
Yeah, I give it a succeeds too. There are a couple missteps, like the kind of almost non sequitur scene near the end, but it's a good introduction to the character. It's a interesting little action sequence, and it's all right.
I have to give it a meh
All right.
because it's when when he goes to the facility. I don't think there's enough established there. I think there's too much assumption on the side of the reader. That they might know who the hell this is. I don't think they established well enough of this sort of relationship he has with this thing. I don't even think they. I don't know.
Did you
I
call
think
him a thing?
with this
Oh, the other thing.
the whole
The whole
thing,
thing.
the Hadron Collider in Kansas.
Oh, they're talking about John Carpenter's the thing.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's just not enough there. It's kind of loose. It'd be probably a better story if it just had a little bit more connections to everything versus just kind of there's kind of just exposition and exposition and
Yeah.
exposition
True.
of him and his powers versus who the fuck are you? What the fuck is this place?
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
It's a Hadron Collider. But,
Well,
you know,
no,
yeah,
it's
I know.
more than that, obviously.
I know.
You know, and then, of course, the page in question of this is just kind of here.
All right.
Math
right.
for me. And that has to be Captain Atom #1 from DC Comics.